Hello guys, welcome back on my channel. So I'm giving you my best build for this season yet. Witch Hunter is pretty amazing, I wish I started sooner. And it's not just you can one-shot every boss in the game, but the mapping feels much better than with a lot of builds. It's fast and it's actually with a unique method. So let's see it. So let's talk about our build and Ascendancy, that I think Witch Hunter Ascendancy is really undervalued. It's one of the best in my opinion, because of the weapon master. You can do a lot of things actually. As you can see, we have an interesting tree with a lot of nodes, and we are using Cutting Strike, which gives us a very big opportunity because there is a lot of items and skill points on the tree, like Bounty Hunter and call the hordes. These gives us Cutting Strike threshold. With this helmet, which also gives us 100%, and we have this one jewel with another 24%. This gives us the opportunity that you don't need to stack damage on your mapping skill, and this is what we do. So we have galvanic shards here with elemental alignment, fork, mobility, attack speed, and Rakita's flow, and you can see we have 15k DPS, which is pretty low, but still the mapping looks like you just run through everything. And because of this, we can stack a lot of movement speed penalty, so with this you have so you can focus on more reload, but there is a reload super gem which is more than 100 divine orbs. I want to try that, but I need to make a few divine orbs for that. But for now you can stack reload on your tree. And the second part is the bossing, the one-shot technique. So we try to get all of the critical nodes and poison nodes and alignment nodes, lot of stuff. We have 0 defense on our weapon set too, so if you miss your shot in the boss room, that's not the best. And we using everything with full life, so the boss needs to be full life, so you can't hit it beforehand because you just lose your damage. And we are using this Garukan Resolve on the Plasma Blast, which is kind of work like Tangle Toe in Season 2, and we had that insane bleed damage on the Blood Mage. So with this we have twice critical hit that rolls, and of course you want both of your critical hit to be critical hit, and you try to up your critical hit chance. I did everything. We have all the nodes from the tree, and we are using ambush on this, which is 100% more critical hits. It's a multiplier, and it's pretty consistent now. So I am using inevitable critical here, but maybe we don't need this actually, and we can use deadly poison with more magnitude. I'm testing this right now, and both of them works. So you need to reach a point that you have enough critical hit chance to be consistent with this build, because it feels really bad when you don't hit a critical hit and it's do like 1 million damage and you just stand there with your plague finger. Oh yes, you need to swap gloves before you go into the boss room. So this is the only annoying part of the build, that you need to swap this. And you need to learn how the boss spawned, because when you go in, you put your Despair curse down, and then you use emergency reload for more damage, and then you can start channel your Plasma Blast. But if the boss already spawned and he's hitting you, he will interrupt your charging, and then you can shoot him, and you have 0 defense, so you will die in a second. So try to not miss your timing. So I will share a POE Ninja link that a lot of people suggested, because that you can see how the build evolves, and I will do that. Let's talk a bit about the other spells, but it's nothing fancy. Like we have 2 heralds in, you will see the super gems in the planner. We have Wind Dancer, Ghost Dance, because these for the mapping part, you can run through everything. And we have Despair, Withering Presence. This is only on the second hand, but it's somehow bugged and it's rotating anyway. And we have emergency roll for that 30% more damage. And on the items, I have a better bow now because I want onslaught on it, and you need level skills and critical hit chance. I think it would be better if we had a little bit of lightning damage on it, but it is what it is. But the build works actually perfectly on a really cheap bow. Every clip and every video that I uploaded about this build so far, if you want to go and see it, go back and see it. it was with this bow. This is a pretty cheap 5 divine ore bow. As you can see, the DPS only 800, it's lower than 800. But with critical chance, attack speed and attack skills, it was pretty nice. And you can clear almost everything, but the delirium maps with the bosses, it started to be a little bit inconsistent, and so it's fine if you have a lower bow, it works on it, but delirium bosses can be tough. Other stuff we have free attack, free resist, breach ring. If you still not farming breach and crafts your rings, I don't know what to say. I have another ring with mana leech, because we have this node, right? The Valkyr of the Winds, that's why we don't have mana problems. Body armor, I have this one, because I didn't want to buy a better one, but of course if you have free resist on it would be better, and I think with a higher evasion rating and energy shield you don't need the spirit, because if you don't use Ghost Dance it's not a problem, and I think it would be better to have a high energy shield and high evasion rating one, but they are very expensive, so this is fine. And I have this Amu with overwhelming strike and free projectile skills and resist and defense, magic shield life. Actually, I talked about the helmet, and I have still using this glove and these boots. I bought this at the first 3 days, I think. These were the first things I secured myself. I don't have the guts to corrupt them, but they are perfectly fine with attack speed and movement speed. It's nice, and the headhunter. So this is basically it. If you like this build guide, please hit the like button and subscribe. If you do, I can make more builds. It's a win-win. I will leave a tier 16 Delirious fully stacked map run here. Thanks for guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Lady Luck's not so stingy after all. Who's next? Not today.